Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 29th of August, another rain-free day here. Maybe some wet weather, though, coming up at some point over the Labor Day weekend. And, of course, the tropics are very active. So let's take a look at some of the Skycam shots around the network. First off, coming from Inverness. Nothing but a case of clear skies over Highway 280 on this late August afternoon. There's the Demopolis Skycam down in Marengo County. Same deal there. That's the Demopolis Civic Center. And up in Decatur, the Tennessee River in Morgan County on a sunny late summer afternoon. Still got troughing over the east. Boy, nice and cool this morning. We had some folks in the 50s up in northeast Alabama. But, of course, dry air heats effectively, so this afternoon it's pretty toasty, but the humidity is low. Haleyville, the cooler spot at 89. Hot spots, Montgomery and Tuscaloosa at 97. And we'll expect mostly low and mid-90s for the rest of this week. Temperatures around the nation. Boy, look at the cool air up north. Readings in the 70s. All across the northern half of the nation. Looks good up there, but still pretty warm down here. There's a watch warning map. Very quiet. Not much happening around the nation this afternoon. There's the convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight. Slight risks over the Atlantic coast of the Carolinas and over the western high plains. And tomorrow, no formal risks around the nation. There's the QPF chart. And again, it's an interesting feature, this idea of a tropical wave in the western Gulf coming up toward Houston and Galveston and Lake Charles. Late this week, just maybe bringing some relief. And again, they really need this rain. But here, nothing. And this is valid through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. And just beyond this period, maybe some of that tropical moisture feeds up along an approaching front and brings some decent rain in here. We'll see. Tropical weather. Jose is no more. Jose dissipated. A very short-lived tropical feature that will not be remembered for much. Of course, TD12 is the main player on the board now off in the eastern Atlantic. This could become Tropical Storm Katia later today. Of course, that name replaced Katrina on the list. Katrina was retired 6 years ago. The landfall was 6 years ago today, in fact. And again, this inevitably will be a tropical storm soon. There's the modeling. Very, very good agreement. Boy, you talk about a tight cluster. Kind of makes for an easy forecast. Intensity on the way up. Most models ramp this to a Category 2 or 3 hurricane in 5 days. Could be pretty formidable. There's the official track from the Hurricane Center. They bring it, again, they've still got it south of 20 north Saturday morning. But climatology suggests tropical systems in that position rarely affect the Gulf. Can they? Yes, but they typically don't. And again, we'll look at longer range modeling here in just a moment. Let's look at the GFS first. This is the 12Z run, valid at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Got 588 ridging, and tomorrow looks dry. The GFS has 93. The NAM has 92. Another sunny day. Humidity will be quite low. Dew points only in the 50s tomorrow. Wednesday, low to mid-90s. Humidity values creeping up a little bit. Dew points back in the 60s. We'll leave it dry. We note the moisture east of here. There's Thursday. And, you might consider isolated showers. But, again, we're not going to insert that at this point. It would be insignificant. And the same thing Friday, although the model tries to show a little better chance of showers up over northeast Alabama Friday. And we will look at that as the week progresses. Checked Saturday as we start the weekend, 588 ridge still in place. We've got a pretty nice trough carving out over the northern states, trying to dent that thing down a bit. And there's a cold front from near Detroit down to St. Louis and Oklahoma City. And you see the tropical disturbance down there in the western Gulf. And the question is, will that tropical wave come into Texas and become entrained in the cold front and make it rain on a Sunday? Well, this run kind of backs off on the idea. In fact, it's got more of a closed, developing tropical system down there around South Padre Island on Sunday. Cold front coming in, but the moisture is not involved in that. And there's Monday, and look at that. The deep, deep tropical moisture begins to surge northward up toward the coast of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama with a broad surface low down there near Brownsville. And again, a pretty good push of continental air north of here. So you figure at some point we might just have a decent chance of rain, maybe Sunday or Monday on Labor Day with that combination. We'll check the European. This is Sunday. And look at that. It's got a pretty good little tropical system there approaching Corpus Christi. This is Sunday at midday at 1 o'clock local time. And a good moisture plume over the northern Gulf. And then Monday, it just kind of meanders down there, and the moisture tries to feed up in here along the front. So there's evidence on both the European and the GFS of maybe a plume of tropical moisture enhancing rain on a front, maybe Sunday or especially Monday on Labor Day. We'll see. Let's dig a little deeper. September 7th, there is Katia, the possible hurricane. The GFS depicts this thing to the southeast of Bermuda, and on the 8th, it is moving northwest, well east of the United States. And again, the European maps I have are just not quite within this range, but for the last frame I saw was in pretty good agreement with this, and that would fit climatology. We'll check the end of the forecast on the 14th of September. Looking for a trough to bring us the first good cool push of the season. Well, we got a big trough, but it's out west. It's in the wrong place. And that looks like continental air covers much of the United States, and the air not necessarily cool. That would be relatively quiet if that is correct. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.